Hello there, this is Sarah with Sarah Bear Tarot, bringing you a pick a deck reading. And the question I asked Spirit today is, what path will you be moving forward with in the coming weeks? As I read, I will shuffle and pull cards from whichever oracle decks are calling to me at the time. So, this first pile here is Tarot Mucha. This is the Crow Tarot for pile 2. And pile 3 is Trionfi de la Luna. Now I'll just give you some time to relax, breathe in, breathe out, and choose whichever deck is calling to your soul most. This first pile is Tarot Mucha, and we'll get started shuffling here. If you hear crunching and noises in the background, that is my puppy, just so you know. All right, first, Ten of Swords, the Page of Wands. So, to me, this is feeling like there is a new path ahead coming in the next few weeks. Ten of Swords is a painful ending to us, maybe the previous path. And the Page of Wands is new inspiration, new clarity, new insight, and wanting to move forward with renewed energy and vigor. Now, the Fool, of course, is speaking of a new start. So the path you were on previously may have not worked out as you'd hope, but I think you are right back in there with a positive mindset. And here the Six of Swords shows you moving towards brighter shores. So you've come to the conclusion, you know what has hurt you up until this point is coming to an end. You're ready to move forward and leave the past and the pain behind. This trouble, once you move forward from it, will not follow you. You are going new places. There's a new path opening for you, and I see you stepping forward onto it with a light heart and open mind. The baggage you're leaving behind, you're totally leaving behind. You're leaving it in the dust. And so this is in the 11th house. This is the house of friendship, organizations, teamwork. And I'm noticing that the Six of Swords is the card of Aquarius. So I wonder if you're an Aquarius. This would be a second decan Aquarius. And the planet that is connected to the 11th house is Uranus, which is also the planet of the Aquarius. So this speaks of a bit of a rebellion or breaking free from past cycles. I wonder if you're not breaking free from past friendships that aren't serving you, or people who have been close to you but were stabbing you in the back in the end, and finally getting free of these, or this toxic energy or this negativity is really opening new doors for you, new windows of opportunity. And as this 11 is connected to friendship, the 11th house is friendship, the way forward might be through making connections. There are people who are helping you. There are people who want to help you. And you're going to be needing to trust the universe and to maybe step a little bit blindly into new arenas. And now I've been saying friendship, and I'm looking at the Six of Swords card. There is a ship, it's a boat, and moving forward to new horizons, but with the help of someone else. You're looking forward to what is next. I'm feeling very strongly community is the way forward for you. A new community, a community that is more on the same wavelength as you. Now, this is the Celtic Tree Oracle, and we have the Grove. I know the Grove speaks of not just one tree, but all trees, all plants. It's a gathering of trees, so therefore there's a gathering of wisdom and knowledge, sacred knowledge. So you are encouraged to move towards a gathering of others who have knowledge that you do not have and gifts that you do not have, because together you will be stronger. This card did come out in reverse initially, but we can always turn these reversals around. In reverse, it speaks of, well, it tells you not to concentrate so narrowly on just one or two aspects of your situation. Only by being open to all the wisdom that surrounds you can you achieve harmony. So with union, with this connection to others, you're bringing yourself into harmony and balance. Now we have the Strength card. You will have to tap into your inner resources, your inner willpower, and try things that are new, that may be scary for you. That is really the heart of the Fool card and the Page of Wands. Trusting, having faith, and going after what is lighting you up right now. Letting your heart and your soul guide the way to lead you into the future. There is this breaking free coming up for you, breaking free from old ties, old cycles, old pain. So I think it looks very promising for you in the coming weeks to follow some of your dreams and to get a couple steps closer to making your goals into a reality. Now I'm going to pull a card here in this deck, and we have the Weaver of the Red Tent. All right, so for females especially, this card speaks of, well, okay, it speaks of community in general, but it's specific for women's community, because that is what the Red Tent's about. It's where women gathered during their cycle. But I don't like to do readings that are just for the feminine or just for the masculine. This can cover everyone. A community of people whose hearts are in the same place, who has the same, well, it doesn't even have to be your family, but people who feel like family, connecting with your soul tribe. And that is what I see happening, what I see coming in for you on this new path that I expect you to begin to move down. Now I'm going to roll one of these astrology dice to see what other energies we have, and we have the moon. So again, there is this feminine aspect. If you're masculine, I see you tapping into your more feminine side. You're more intuitive and more in touch with your emotion side. There's this element of the unconscious, so you can conquer your fears, conquer your worries, conquer the things that hold you in a negative cycle, and move towards the fullness of life. I'd like to give you one more message. We have resilient. Be resilient. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. When I think of evergreen trees, well, you have to realize the name has to do with the fact that they are coniferous trees. They're trees that always have their needles. They don't lose their leaves. They're always green, they're always strong, they're always growing. So that is what I see happening for you. You're going to be tapping into a new strength, new resilience, and I think potential that you didn't even know you had. Don't be afraid to reach out and create a new community with your best interests at heart. Now let us move forward with the second pile. This is Crow Tarot, and we'll just get started shuffling and see what, oh, that fell right out. So Knight of Swords is the beginning energy. This can be a new pursuit that you are starting on your new path, and in a hurry too. There's excitement here. This could also perhaps suggest there is a message coming through to you. And with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups, it may be receiving a message that makes you feel you need to be more, or like you need to be better. What you have isn't enough. And a bit like a victim, or like you are being held back by others. And here the Hangman in reverse. It shows like perhaps a pursuit you had that you're moving towards quickly came to a stall, and you're not liking it, and you're feeling a bit like a victim of circumstance. Like things having slowed down is the universe doing something against you. You're beginning to worry if you're making the right choices. You're not seeing what is right in front of you, an offer that could get things going again. And this offer may be coming as a message from a messenger. So if you have the feeling that your path is being stalled or interfered with, it's time to pull yourself out of that energy and to open your eyes, because there is a turning point ahead, a leveling up, a rising, and you have to be prepared for it. If you are stuck in reflection and worrying and doubt, you're going to miss a chance that is coming ahead. And this chance may be coming in the form of a new career. The 10th house is related to your career, your persona, your status. So you're really going to have to get out of your own way in order to make this new path come about. You may need to pursue or further your education. You may have to gain more information. Perhaps if you don't feel like you have enough intelligence or knowledge, that can slow you down. But there are options you can explore. Here we have the melting. This is go with the flow. Don't fight. If there's a pause, it is a pause that was meant to be, and you can't force a situation. Just be prepared to not let your feelings that perhaps the grass is greener somewhere else get in your way. Don't make it shift your path. Dedicate yourself. Here we have greed. That can be very well connected to the Four of Cups, where sometimes you have enough, you're stable, you're secure, and yet you want more. And because you want more, you aren't seeing all you have. You're not grateful. If we're not practicing gratitude, we are blocking new positive opportunities and possibilities. So stay open and grateful. The Judgment card here at the end shows you being called. You have a higher purpose that you're being called to. You have to be prepared to rise up, rise above yourself, get out of your head, and actually make a decision, because the Judgment card requires that you make a choice. You can make a choice to stay stuck, or you can make a choice to move forward on an entirely new path, or it's a turning point or a crossroad from the path you're on to where it's going to open up into the future. It's a rebirth, it's transformation. Whatever choice you make, everything is different from here on out. It may be the magnitude of the choice that is slowing things down. There's a little fear here. The spider. This is patience, dedication, and hard work. If you've started down a path to where you want to be, don't throw in the towel just because things aren't happening quickly enough. And we have the crow. So the crow, it can signify a warning or something trying to get your attention. Keep your eyes open. Something is going to be offered to you in the coming weeks, and you don't want to miss it. Also, I'm thinking, since we have such a lot of crows here, we should check in on the message for the crow from a different deck here. Hang on. Also I'm thinking of the raven, of Odin's ravens. He had two, Hugin and Munin, and their thought and memory. So thoughtfulness and patience. A wise decision is going to need to be come to. Okay, I have located the crow card, and here's what it says. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. So it looks like there is a big transformation ahead. You just have to try not to get caught up in your ego mind, which is the only thing that is going to be holding you back. And it feels like with these crow cards, you're going to know which direction to go and when to make the choice through signs and synchronicities. So keep your eyes open. Perhaps if you begin to see a lot of crows or ravens or blackbirds and maybe even spiders, maybe that is one of the signs that you can trust to help move you forward. Now, third pile is Trionfi della Luna in Paradoxical Purple. And we'll get started shuffling. So, 5 of coins is where we start. This speaks of some concern or worries financially, possibly, a feeling of isolation or loneliness. And we have the star in reverse, so you may feel a little hopeless or like you aren't sure what your path is. You may feel like paths are blocked for you and you just can't see the light. But we have the 9 of coins here, and this does speak of a period of financial security. So don't get so focused on what you can't see or what you're not seeing growing, and look at what you do have. Appreciate the finer things in life. Practice gratitude. Learn to be more independent. If you have recently broken up with someone, or you've been single for longer than you would like, this may be why you're feeling isolated. But the 9 of coins speaks of a time where you are emotionally and physically secure within yourself. And here, with the Judgment card, there's a new path you're going to be called to. There's a turning point ahead. We got the Judgment card in the last pile too, so that pile may also be for you. And the 8 of coins. Okay, so you do have to take inspired action. You need to pull yourself out of negative thought patterns. The star here speaks of there being so much more beyond what we can see. And even when we think we have discovered everything, there is still more to find. The Judgment card here, you see those souls. They're shivering and shaking and afraid of change. They're afraid of a judgment being made against them. You'll have to try to think of change as a chance for transformation and rebirth. This is the 11th house, so this is the house of friendship and community. So there are people who are right in this with you. You just have to reach out and ask for help. And we also have the 6. This is the house of health. This can be the day-to-day. If you've been suffering from ill health, I see healing. This can be about self-improvement. There is a feeling here that you do have isolation, but there is something to look forward to. You just have to know to look up instead of down. The 8 of Pentacles, this is about mastery. And if this is mastery within yourself, bringing yourself into control and alignment, dedicate yourself to this. If this is a job, dedicate yourself to it. Dedicate yourself to your career. Dedicate yourself to bringing in the abundance, and you will receive the abundance. This card suggests you are very capable and you can get through any situation. You work well with a team. But maybe at this time, you're trying to lead or trying to do everything on your own. You may often feel like you need to do everything on your own. But teamwork is the way forward. It's okay to go with others. It's okay to not be the one that's in charge. It's okay to be a part of a community and you can still be independent while being a part of a community. It's important to know when to ask for help. This card suggests there may be a fear of asking for help or going to someone who maybe has more power and admitting, I need help. You may need to ask forgiveness from someone. You may need to admit you are wrong. This card shows a personality that kind of may try to hide or pretend to be something that they're not. Perhaps that is a bit of your energy. You're afraid of showing your true self. But you will need to tap in to who you truly are now and to let go of any persona or disguise that isn't accurate to who you are. I see you moving towards a path of absolute transformation. You're going to find that power, that strength to look beyond what is on the surface, to dedicate yourself to being your highest version of yourself, and to let go of limiting beliefs and feelings of scarcity. There's a lack mentality that you need to turn around. You need to learn to be more grateful, more hopeful, and to accept that you'll have to plant the seeds in order to get the abundance. Look beyond the illusion of yourself. You may have a skewed idea of who you are and what you're capable of. You can accomplish anything, and once you set your mind to it, I do see you reaching your goals, rising above and transcending your old self. Here we have the arrow, right? Exactly. That's taking your aim, focusing your attention on what you want, and making your mark. Aim for the stars. You know, whether or not you reach the stars, you may reach something pretty amazing. In the coming weeks, I see you rising above an old version of yourself and finding true independence and self-worth.